Hello YouTube, this is Hyper D Kaiser here. Here with my deck profile for my Absolute Tech Genius deck. This is pretty much the build I've come up with lately, been testing. Probably most likely the deck I'm going to be taking to the December 10th regional in Philly. So I guess let's get started with one Stratos as usual. The searcher searches up my heroes and starts one of the engines of the deck. After that, we have one Ice Edge and one Neos Alias. I added in this because it gives me more shining plays, plus it's really big, so it helps get over things that I need to get over, like Tengu and all those other good stuff. So Ice Edge I kept in because, as usual, he puts in work and he's another water target for Future Fusion. Two Malicious, as usual. You know how it works. It's malicious and can be dead sometimes if you draw both, but it doesn't usually happen that often. Then we have one Diamond Dude and one Doomlord. I've talked about Doomlord before. He lets you get around certain things like Reaper, Christia. Pretty much gets rid of things you don't want to see, so that's definitely always helpful. Then we've got three Divas and a Lost Boot Breaker. For that, obviously you know what that does, so I don't really need to explain it that much. So then we've got two Striker and two Werewolf. Tech Genus really good as usual, especially in this deck. Helps with the search, tuning, as well as getting rid of backwards with Wonder Magician and all that other good stuff. After that, we got two Thunder Kings. I recently added these into the deck. Took out the Dark Armed and took out something else. I don't remember. I think one of the Veilers. Right now, Thunder King is actually very good against the meta, and I feel that instead of siding it, I'd tried mating it like most of the other decks, and it worked out a lot better than I thought it would. So, yeah. You got one Veiler, one Gores. I have another version of this on Dueling Network where I run, Maxx C and all that other good stuff, but unfortunately I can't afford that in my real life. So, one Veiler, just because Veiler's good, and it really is good, but Maxx C is definitely better in this format right now. Gores is because, you want to stop those big pushes, so that's that. Draw it. Removing the spell cards. Drawing in two Duality, two D-Draw, one Allure. So far in testing, these five are pretty much the perfect combination of cards that you want in this deck. I tried out three Duality, didn't work. Tried out no Dualities, didn't work. Tried out two, pretty much very consistent. Haven't had any problems with it yet. So yeah, and D-Draw is D-Draw. You can't. So is Allure. Can't really go around running them if you're running Darks or D heroes. Onto the fusion cards, we have one Super Polymerization, one Future Fusion, two Miracles. Tried out three, was not working at all, because I draw too many of them when I didn't need them, and did draw them when I really didn't need them. But yeah, two seems to be the perfect number in this deck for some reason. So tried out one Super Poly, works out great. I think I had this in before, but yeah, enough of that. Next part. Two Econ, new to the deck. Helps actually win games pretty much. You either tribute one of your own things, take their guy, or just protect yourself. Always, actually, pretty much always a good card. And then we have the one-ofs, the Rhoda, Storm, Mind Control, Dark Hole, and Reborn. All, staples. This is definitely a staple if you run tuners, so, other than that, all good. I don't run Book of Moon. I feel it's kind of a waste in this deck. But, yeah. Then we get to Solemn Brigade, as usual. Two Bottomless, one Compulse, one Dust Shoot. I really like this trap lineup. Solemns as usual, they do their work. The Bottomlesses help with Dark World. Compulse is a beast as usual. And Dust Shoot, just because it's Dust Shoot. It's like, it's good and then it's bad and then you're not sure if you want to keep it or not, so just leave it in. So that's the main deck, 42 cards. Let's see, let's go to the extra deck. Extra deck is kind of weird, so one Gotchi, one Leviathan, one Utopia, Cataster, Wonder Magician, Bryanak, Stardust, Trish. Those are the only synchros I use. I want to use a Scrap Dragon, but I need to actually get one. But other than that, I try, like I said before, I tried out a Black Rose, but didn't work, so we're going to see how it does without it. Then we've got one Nova Master, one Gaia, one Great Tornado, all for Super Poly targets. Definitely a good idea. Then we come to this guy and this guy. Now granted, the deck mainly revolves around this guy, but I have so many plays with Shining, it's not even funny. So I've been going back and forth between 2 and 2, or 3 and 1, or 3 and 1. So I guess give me your opinion on which one I should do, on which amount. I like in the 2 and 2 so far, but I guess it really depends on, you know, I guess the day that I feel like. Side deck is still in works, in progress. So we got 2 Fossil Dynas, 2 Crows, 2 Sidra, 2 Kaiku, 2 MST, 2 Leeching, 2 Smashing, and Draco Request, dude. So yeah, that's the deck. So I guess let me know what you think, and like, rate, subscribe as usual, and peace out. Hyper D Kaiser. Laters.